All right. So you want to learn more about AI agents,
Yeah.
especially OpenAI's operator.
Mm-hmm.
We've got articles, reviews, comparisons,
Uh-huh.
even some pretty wild speculation, and we're going to break it all down
Sounds good.
for you.
Yeah.
Think of it as your shortcut to
Uh-huh.
understanding these AI agents, what they can do,
Yeah.
how they work,
Yeah.
and what it all might mean for, all of us.
It's pretty amazing how quickly this technology is evolving. It wasn't that long ago that ChatGPT had us all amazed,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
just generating text like a human. And now we have these agents like Operator
Yeah.
that are taking that intelligence and actually using it to interact with our digital world, not just talk about it.
It's kind of blowing my mind. So to kick things off, what is operator exactly?
Okay.
What makes it different?
So Operator is this new AI agent from OpenAI,
Okay.
the same folks that brought us ChatGPT. And some of these articles are calling it one of the biggest AI developments we've seen in a while. And the hype is all because Operator is not just about making words. It's about taking action, actually carrying out tasks on your computer.
Okay, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
Give me some examples. What kind of tasks?
Imagine booking a restaurant,
Okay.
managing your online shopping cart, or even combining different PDF files all automatically. These are the kinds of everyday tasks Operator is designed to help with.
So it's like having a personal assistant, but one that lives in your computer.
Yeah, a good way to think about it. And what makes Operator really stand out is how it interacts with your computer.
Okay.
So it runs in your web browser.
Uh-huh.
But instead of just giving you text, it actually controls the mouse and keyboard.
Oh, wow.
You watch it moving things around, clicking, just like a human user would.
I have to admit, it's pretty cool,
Yeah,
but also a little unsettling.
I know what you mean.
It's like watching the computer think for itself.
It's definitely a new experience. The technology behind it is seriously impressive. It uses what's called a computer using agent model, or CUA. This allows it to understand and interact with any graphical interface, not just specific programs.
So it's not limited to, say, just working within Microsoft Word or a specific website.
Right.
It can learn to navigate anything on the computer screen.
That's the goal, and from what we're seeing in early testing, it's doing a really amazing job. Some articles even report that Operator is outperforming other computer-using AI agents, like Google's Mariner and Anthropic's computer use.
Really?
Yeah.
In several benchmarks.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but this all feels very different from ChatGPT.
Right.
ChatGPT was a chatbot, very clever,
Yeah.
but still essentially about language.
You're right.
Yeah.
ChatGPT was fantastic at generating text, but Operator represents a big shift. It's moving from AI that just talks to AI that actually does.
So in a practical sense, what can Operator do for me right now? I read that there's some pretty specific examples of what it can handle.
One article from 20 Minutes goes into some detail.
Okay.
They talk about Operator being able to plan vacations,
Okay.
booking restaurant reservations, managing grocery lists,
Uh-huh.
even finding recipes and adding ingredients right to your online shopping cart.
I don't know about you, but I could definitely use some help with all that.
Yeah.
But is this all theoretical? Are there actually people using Operator for these tasks in the real world?
Oh, yeah, there are. The For Android article tells the story of Yash Kumar, a researcher at OpenAI who uses Operator to take care of all his restaurant bookings.
Really?
No more calling around or fiddling around on websites for him.
That's a perfect example. I think we can all relate to the hassle of trying to find a good restaurant and book a table, especially on a busy night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Operator can handle that whole process.
It can, and that's just scratching the surface. Imagine being able to automate all those little digital tasks
Right.
that eat up your time and mental energy throughout the day. It's about freeing yourself up to focus on more important things.
Now, we've been focusing a lot on Operator, but I know there are other players in this AI agent game. What about Google's Gemini, for instance?
Right.
I read that Samsung is even planning to feature a Gemini-powered AI agent in its new Galaxy S25 phones.
That's right. Gemini is another very exciting development in the world of AI agents, and it seems to have a broader scope than Operator, at least for now.
In what way?
Well, based on the articles we've read, Gemini seems to be more multi-purpose.
Okay.
It can handle things like language processing, analyze different types of data like text, images, audio, and it can even tap into Google's real-time search data. Operator, on the other hand, seems to be more focused specifically on automating tasks on your computer.
So it's almost like comparing a specialized tool to a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Operator's perfect for getting things done efficiently on your computer,
Yeah.
while Gemini might be more of a general-purpose assistant for a wider range of tasks.
That's a great analogy. And it's important to keep in mind that both are still in the early stages of development. A lot of potential, but still a long way to go.
Absolutely. And even though Operator's showing us some pretty amazing capabilities,
Yeah.
it's not without its limitations.
Right.
Right now, it's browser-based and requires a premium subscription, which I hear is not exactly cheap.
Yeah, that's true. And even Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has been pretty vocal about not getting too carried away by the hype.
Okay. Right.
He emphasizes that this technology is still evolving and there's a lot of work to be done to make sure it's safe and reliable.
Okay.
We have to remember that mistakes are possible.
So I guess we're not quite ready to hand over the keys to our digital lives just yet.
Not quite. But it's certainly a glimpse into a future where AI plays a much more active role in how we interact with our computers and the digital world. The CUA model that Operator uses is fascinating because it's essentially teaching AI to see and understand the computer screen like we do.
Right.
It has to learn the relationships between different elements on the screen, just like a child learning to use a computer for the first time. But it's happening on a much grander, more complex scale.
It's pretty wild to think about.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible with AI agents like Operator. So where do we go from here? What else should we explore about this technology?
Well, one area that I'm really curious about is the creative potential of these AI agents.
Oh.
We've talked about Operator handling, practical tasks.
Yeah.
But what about its ability to contribute to creative work?
Okay.
Could it be a game changer for artists, designers, musicians?
That's a fascinating thought. I mean, we already see AI
Yeah.
being used for creative tasks in some
Right.
pretty amazing ways.
Exactly. Think about AI-generated music.
Right.
That's topping the charts.
Yeah.
Or AI-created artwork being featured in galleries.
Yeah.
These are real-world examples of AI breaking into the creative space.
And none of the articles we've looked at explicitly say that Operator can handle these kinds of tasks yet.
That's right. But I think it's worth speculating a little,
Okay.
based on what we know about where AI is headed.
Okay, so let's put on our speculative hats for a minute. What are some creative tasks that Operator could potentially take on?
So imagine an AI agent
Okay.
that can help you generate different versions of an advertisement, each tailored to a specific platform
Right.
or language. Or picture an AI that can automatically resize
Oh, wow.
and crop images for social media. Saves you a ton of time and effort.
Okay, I'm starting to see the possibilities.
Yeah.
What about personalization? Could Operator use data to create visuals or content
Yeah.
customized for different audiences?
That's definitely within the realm of possibility.
Okay.
I mean, we already see AI being used to personalize everything.
Right.
Product recommendations, news feeds.
Uh-huh.
It's not a stretch to imagine Operator personalizing visual content based on demographics, location, or other data points.
That would be a game changer for marketers, anyone creating content for a large audience.
Absolutely.
And it's not just limited to visual content, right?
Could it also help with things like writing or music composition?
I think so. AI is already being used to write everything.
Right.
From marketing copy to screenplays.
Yeah.
And as far as music goes, AI-generated compositions are becoming increasingly sophisticated.
It sounds like the creative potential is pretty much limitless.
It's pretty amazing.
It could revolutionize the way we create and consume content.
Definitely an exciting prospect, but we have to remember this is all speculation for now.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how OpenAI develops Operator and whether these creative capabilities actually come to fruition.
I'll be keeping a close eye on that for sure.
Yeah, me too.
But let's shift gears a little bit. We've been talking a lot about Operator, what it can do on a computer. But what about AI agents that interact with the broader world? That's where Google's Gemini comes in, right? Exactly. You mentioned earlier that Samsung's new Galaxy S25 phones are going to feature a Gemini-powered AI agent.
Right.
That's a huge step in bringing this technology to a much wider audience.
It feels like we're on the cusp of a major shift in how we interact with technology. Everyone's talking about AI being embedded in our phones, homes, our cars, practically everywhere.
That's right.
But how do Operator and Gemini fit into this bigger picture?
Well, Operator, at least right now, seems to be focused on
Yeah.
enhancing our productivity
Okay.
and efficiency on computers. It's about automating tasks and streamlining our digital workflows.
So it's about making our work lives easier, more efficient.
Exactly. Gemini, on the other hand, seems to be aiming for something broader. It's being positioned more as a general-purpose AI assistant
Okay.
that can help with a wider range of tasks, both online and offline.
Can you give me some examples? What kind of things
Sure.
might a Gemini-powered AI be able to do on a phone?
Well, imagine asking your phone to not only find you a recipe. Okay.
But also create a shopping list
Uh-huh.
based on the ingredients
Yeah.
and then even place an order for grocery delivery.
Okay, that would be super helpful. I can see how that would save a lot of time and hassle.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And think about the possibilities for travel. Imagine a Gemini-powered AI agent that can not only book your flights and hotels, but also create a personalized itinerary
Right.
based on your interests and preferences.
That would be amazing. It's like having a personal travel agent in your pocket.
Mm.
But with all these amazing capabilities,
Yeah,
there are also some important questions that come up, right?
you're absolutely right. As we move towards a future where AI agents are more and more integrated into our lives, we need to be mindful of the potential impact, both positive and negative.
So it's not just about the cool technology itself.
Right.
It's about how that technology impacts our lives, our jobs, and society as a whole. Precisely. We can't just blindly embrace AI without considering the potential consequences. It's important to have thoughtful conversations about these issues and make sure we're developing and using AI in a responsible and ethical way.
Okay, so we've talked about Operator, Gemini, and this broader trend of AI agents becoming more integrated into our lives.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the potential impact this will have on us, both individually and as a society?
Well, well, it is a big question, isn't it?
Yeah,
It feels like we're standing at the edge of something completely new. Hard to predict exactly how it'll all play out. I think it's important to talk about the potential challenges as well as all the benefits.
absolutely. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of this new tech.
Yeah.
We need to be realistic about the potential downsides as well. For example, some people are worried that as AI agents become more and more capable, they could lead to job displacement.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain tasks that humans do now could be automated.
Absolutely. That's a valid concern. And it's not just, blue-collar jobs either, right?
Right.
Even white-collar jobs. Fields like marketing, finance, even creative professions could be impacted.
Exactly. We need to start thinking about how we can adapt and prepare for a future where AI plays a bigger role in the workforce.
I agree.
So it's not just about learning to use these new AI tools, it's about understanding the broader impact they'll have on our lives and livelihoods.
I think that's crucial. We need to be proactive, not reactive when it comes to AI.
Right.
It's about having these conversations, exploring different perspectives, making sure we're using this tech in a way that benefits everyone.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We've talked about these AI agents like Operator and Gemini.
Yeah.
We explored their potential, their limitations. We even speculated a bit about the future of AI and its impact.
Right.
What are some key takeaways that you would want to leave our listeners with?
The biggest takeaway for me is that AI agents are evolving incredibly fast.
Yeah, they are.
They have the potential to completely change how we interact with technology, automate many parts of our lives. But with this power comes responsibility. We need to be aware of those potential challenges, think critically about the implications, engage in these conversations about how to make sure AI is developed and used ethically and responsibly.
I completely agree. It's not just about the tech itself. It's about the
Yeah.
choices we make as individuals and as a society.
Absolutely. And one of the best ways to make good choices is to stay curious,
Yeah.
keep learning, and, engage with this ongoing conversation about AI.
To wrap things up, let's leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question, something to ponder
Okay.
as they continue to explore this world of AI agents.
How about this? What task would you automate with an AI agent if you had the chance?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What would you trust an AI to do for you?
That's a great question. Really gets you thinking about the practical applications of this tech, how it might fit into your own life.
As you consider that, also ask yourself, what are your hopes and concerns? What would you want to see addressed before you fully embraced this technology?
That's a perfect reminder that this isn't just about cool gadgets. It's about shaping the future in a way that benefits everyone. Keep those questions in mind. There's so much more to discover, and we'll be here to help you navigate it all. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.